How do you win business and not be the cheapest option at the same time? Interesting question. Comes up a lot, doesn't it? Let's face it. So I think firstly, if your belief is that humans, people, only buy the cheapest option, then you've got to check in on that really quickly, because it's not true. And by the way, if they did, how would any product or service that was not the cheapest survive? It's interesting. There's a lot of psychology behind this. Like, most of us are looking to purchase a result, and we'll be prepared if we believe that investing in a product or service will get us a result, then we'll decide what we want to invest in it, depending on how important the result is. A good example is, think about a holiday. When you go on a holiday, what do you think about first? You go, where do I want to go? What do I want to experience? What do I want to happen when I get there? Maybe you want to go to shows, maybe you want to do some outdoor adventures. Like, there's money involved, but initially you think about where you want to go, what you want to do. It's all experience, you see. So I think it's really important that you remember that actually purchasing a product or a service does involve vision from a buyer. So the vision of what they're going to get at the end, the emotions that come with having a great holiday, relaxing with your family, whatever it is that you might do, that's the thing you've got to work out first as a seller. So the thing to do is for you not to worry about the money, get yourself out of the money, and actually first to find out what is the vision that the prospect has got in their mind, what result do they need to get at the end for it to be an amazing investment for them. Go there first is my advice. Then, and only then, should you offer, if you believe that you can turn their vision into reality when they buy your product or service, that's the time to present an offer. Now, an offer, in my world, and the way I've always taught it, is to make sure there's some options in the offer. Let's talk about being on a plane. So you might get on a plane to Dubai, and the plane is the plane. It's got wings and seats and pilots and people and all of the rest of it. And then there's like 3 segments in the plane. There's the front of the plane, you might call it first class or business class, like a premium service. The pilot's still the same. The plane is still going to the end destination. That's just the way it is. And you can, if you want, have a seat that reclines so you can sleep. You can have a bit of champagne. You can have more space. You can go luxurious if you want to. Then there's a middle bit, I think they call it like premium economy. That's one of the names anyway. It's not quite the front. You don't quite get champagne, you get a bit of Prosecco, and you got a bit extra room. And that's a little bit less on the money than the front bit. So there's the front bit, first or business, like those are the highest fees, because the return on that experience is the best. It's the premium way of doing it. Then there's premium economy, which is not quite as good as that, but it still gets you there, and it's a little bit less. And then there's the third segment of the plane, economy. And the plane is still the plane, the pilot is still the pilot, the food is still the food, the destination is still the destination. It's just a little bit less space, a little bit less luxurious, maybe a few less drinks, whatever it might be. And you, the consumer, you get to go, hey, I want to go to Dubai. And then you get to choose how much time, money and energy you want to invest in which part of the plane. And that's the way to think about this. So my advice is vision first, find out what they need to get for it to be a great investment, and then create a sliding scale. Start with a premium service, and then have one down. And as you get better, have a premium, one down, and build it up that way. Always have options in fees. Present the fees if you can get them a result, and then let them choose. Remember this, when your prospect is choosing what they want to invest in, that's when you're in control, not when you're trying to control the prospect to invest the amount of money you want them to invest. The problem with that is there's a clash. So surrender, stop trying to control everything, let them decide, present them with the options, and put it in their court, and you'll find that when you get yourself out of what you think they think about money, everything changes. Give them the options, let them decide.